gosh. Okay. Yes. Oh no, we didn't. Oh, right. my goodness. Okay, wait. Seriously, no. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Wait, hold on. Did I draw this sec? Wait, is there? Wait, if I export as a FBX, so stupid. Uh, Oh, that's not it. Where did I export it to? The home documents. Okay, wait. Oh. Oh my god. Um. Oh. Okay. I'm mixing up my controls right now. What the heck? Wait, how do I do this again? I forgot how to do this. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Why does it do that, bro? Oh, there you go. Oh, what happened? Why is it that color? Yeah, you know what? Hmm. Jesus. What is... Wait, why? Hold on. What just happened? Like, why is it backwards? Like, hopefully they'll be fine. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Oh my god, why is it so big, bro? What is up with the lighting? Okay, yeah, that messed up to something. I know. Something is very wrong. What do I do, bro? Okay, I'm just gonna delete the entire. There you go. I don't know what happened earlier. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I do have to introduce yes. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that looks fine, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to this. What? Yeah. Alright. Is that an Overwatch video? Oh, why does it make it green? So what's going on there? Hmm. Okay, it just does the same. Oh, I mean, here looks fine, I think. Okay, so fuck ass bird, bro. What's that doing? Okay, what the heck is going on with my shenanigans, bro? Stop bugging out. Okay, if I put this under here, and then it's really dark. Okay, now you can see the parts on the side. I feel like, actually, nah, I think it's fine. What if I can? Wait, can I? I can. I just feel like these side things here should be like thicker. Oh, okay, now I can't see. Oh. What? Wait. Why is it blurry? Why is okay?
What? Oh,
Really?
I just don't get it. Digital circus?
I don't know, man.
You know, I was worried when you said a terrible show. I thought they meant Has-Been Hotel.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
No.
I just don't understand.
I know I just ate, but I'm kind of hungry again. Okay.
Bro, the data miner's working too hard here.
If people stop data mining, it's low-key like not making anything fun. Because I like things to be.
Bro, my boss is bored enough, so they'll move it to gotcha. Oh my god, dude, imagine like they only release Jax. Jax.
No.
I'm gonna be so bad if Jax
Hey,
ends up
what
being meta.
the fuck?
Dude, if Jax ends up being meta. Not the Jax cookie, bro. Wait.
Okay,
Oh,
what
I was
in
thinking
the
like how
hell?
can they be cookies, but they could just be their normal forms, right?
Why is the world pivot like right here?
Just in the Kingdom Hearts style. Can you give me the mouse
Be
pad?
in the middle.
Do you have the mouse pad?
No.
What? What is it?
Why make this into a model? And then I take the world pivot. And then I change the world pivot from here to there. Oh my god. Okay. It worked. Oh my god, now I'm missing a thing. Okay, I'll just.
Now that people say to re-download the game again because of this call out.
Really? Oh no, it don't fit. Unless if I, because I made. Wait. Let me take one of these tools. Okay, it should be this size. So if I, oh my god, I deleted the thing again. Unless, oh, there you go. Maybe I shouldn't have made the door this way. This thing here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't have made the door this shape. Um, hmm. So just re-edit the. Hmm. Um, I, I should have drawn this beforehand. Oh my god, all my IBIS Paint files are corrupting. What? I'm gonna have to delete like one of these. Okay, wait. I got some water. This is probably not straight. um,
That's a lot of star fruits.
Mm-mm.
75 star fruit seeds.
Bro, excuse you. How do I? How do I redo? I'm so fucking stupid. Okay, wait. Wait, what the fuck? What's it doing that?
I eat it. I can't make anything out of it. Extremely weak, Jeff. So we can get smaller. Beautiful sauerkraut. What does it even count as? Wait, what is sauerkraut? Like, what is sauerkraut?
Sauerkraut.
I know what sauerkraut is. I just mean like.
Wait, where are you? Oh, it's like where are you? Wondering what sauerkraut is.
What's a pickle?
Pickle Rick.
Wait, what? Wait, can I cook it?
Um. Hmm.
Solar essence. Damn it! I don't have red cabbage. That's why. Start stocking up things.
I feel like. Hmm. Actually, no, it's fine. But like, why?
$2 for one star food. Star food. I don't even know this.
Bless you. Hmm. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. I forgot the controls. Oh my god. Bro, switching between controls is like so annoying. Ah. Oh my god. Jesus. It gets bigger every time. The you say? Did you say poop? Oh my bloody key.
Ah!
Hey, I have to like glue this on. Wait, what's that? Okay, I'm not gonna make these work on stickers. Roblox copyright music? I don't like to refer to them that way, but I mean, it's the playlist for the songs anyway, so. I can't. Did they change this? Or am I just from. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I made. You know. Mm.
Where's the charger sa ito?
What charger?
Dito sa laser. Saan yung sir?
I used it for your other charger.
Tapos ngayon, sa isang minuto.
Who's taking all the charger blocks? I can't find like I've only found like one. Bruh. Whoa.
Man, this machine. What? What?
Okay, I'm gonna have to make these thicker, I think. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm too lazy right now. So if I Oh my. How do I draw this? Oh yeah. Um, there's the... Oh my gosh. Oh wow. What the hell? Is that white face? Oh, sorry. The goat. Oh my god. Ooh. I shall watch this later. Kill Shadow Milk Cookie now. I want him dead. Alien stage fans are so annoying, I swear. Oh. I keep getting the same exact video from 3 years ago. So I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. Oh, I need to watch the Avatar movies. I am getting sidetracked. Animal Hospital, terrible game for terrible people. What? This is the second video I've seen with the same exact title, but not Animal Hospital.
Trying to find a good game on
It's not
Roblox
that bad,
is
I
like
think.
trying to find the needle in
Probably.
a haystack.
It can't be that bad, right?
It's something that is almost impossible unless you know exactly where to look. Incredible games that might be worth everything to you, but you'll never find them naturally. Merged by a sea of miscellaneous slop designed for way too long. For every nullscape or funhouse, there's a Bloxford's or plus one speed keyboard escape. The website has been designed to encourage developers to make the most sterile medicinal product known to man to appeal to as many people as possible. I pray that this planet will change. When money is on the line, you'd be dumb not to capitalize. At the end of the day, money is what drives production. So when you finally find that one thing made out of passion, it feels incredible. It is the needle in a haystack, a diamond in a sea of liquid shit. And as much as I would like for this not to be the case, Animal Hospital is not that gem. Animal Hospital is a game primarily developed by a user under the name Wit. Fairly new, only being released 3 months ago. But in spite of that, the game has 1.6 billion visits and around 300,000 people playing at any given time. And when a game has that many people playing it daily, that must mean it's good, right? No.
Oh my
Animal
god.
Hospital is one of the easiest games I've ever seen that
Hmm?
attempts to
My
balance like
voice fucking
quality on
blended
the
in
thing
my
it
top.
has an identity, but no body to put a name to. People
Not
love
really
the
Why are
title of this
these-
game, but these people never
Gosh,
react
why
to
are
the
these
game
different?
and that is for good reason. This game is one of the biggest cases of missed potential I have seen in a long time. Foundation could be good, even great, but because of what the game is, or rather what it's trying to be, this game will never be as wonderful as it could be, because Animal Hospital is pure slop. And this is why.
Okay, why is this not in the middle? It's like
Upon entering the game,
me off.
join a small lobby. 3 different squares are lit up, letting up to 4 people start around. Nothing out of the ordinary. To the left is the option to change your class, represented by an ambulance. Immediately, a problem begins to rear its ugly head. This system takes heavy inspiration from another Roblox game called 99 Nights
It's not that.
different classes, each having a unique ability.
Don't call infinite ugly, bro.
System. Every class can be bought with the in-game currency earned from playing the game. The cost exponentially increases the better the class is, as opposed to it being linear. Every character costs around double the previous one, starting at 20 points for the nurse and up to 2,500 for the surgeon. This wouldn't be an issue, but the actual grind to achieve the currency is insufferable. Here's footage of me with
I agree.
300
I actually.
After a 2-hour run with 4 people, my wallet went up to 594, which meant I made around 260 coins, meaning I was earning around 2.16 repeating coins per minute. So, if you wanted to buy, say, the surgeon class for 2,500, 2,500 divided by 2.16 equals 1,157.407, which is the amount of minutes it would take. Dividing 1,157.407 by 60 gives you the answer 19.29. Meaning, in order to unlock the surgeon, you would have to play this game for around 19 and a half hours if you were playing in a 4-person lobby. The fact a character in the game is locked behind that much playtime is fucking insane. But luckily for you, if you don't want to play the game for that much time, you can just buy the coins with Robux.
No.
Which brings us to my next point. You cannot buy all of them with the in-game currency. There are 2 characters in the game that can only be bought using Robux, which serving as better versions of other characters. The head nurse starts with the tier 3 ability of the base nurse, and the secret agent's kit is just a better version of security, with the added bonus of a tier 3 ability that
Where have I heard this from before? It's giving things.
Gives you sanity back. I'll touch on what that means when we get to the actual game, but for now, just know this breaks the cycle. To make this matter even more odd, both characters' prices are based on which region the player is in. So in my case,
really?
Head Nerds costs 190
Oh yeah, because of the
Robux,
yeah.
and Secret Agent costs 890, which, at least in his case, becomes a major issue when you take the pricing into account. If you're a user that does not have Roblox Premium, $10 gives you 800 Robux. Have it, you get 1,000 instead. Both Secret Agent and the 1,500 coin bundle in the shop cost 890, meaning the average player cannot buy either of these outright with a $10 purchase. Instead, they have to buy another $3 to afford either of these. And if you do have premium, that doesn't help you either, as the pricing of both the head nurse and the secret agent combined is designed to be 80 Robux over the $10 purchase. That is only if you have Roblox Premium. If you don't, $13 worth of Robux gives you 1,040, putting you just under the total price, meaning you either have to spend $5 for a premium subscription and another $13 or $15 to get both. In-game purchases are designed to be just slightly above the threshold for the $10 purchase. Because the player has to spend excess money, the player is more likely to buy more in-game purchases with the Robux left over. And the price gouging doesn't stop there, because every class can be leveled up twice, meaning there's not only a grind for the in-game currency, but a separate grind for experience. Bring the topic back to that 2-hour run. During that session, I was playing as the intern, which was at level 2, with 14 experience points towards level 3. The run kept going until we reached shift 20. When I went back to the shop, my experience went up to 99. In order to reach level 3, you need 850. This means in the span of 2 hours, I had earned 85 experience. If that sounds like an insultingly low number, you would be right. But, just like with coins, you can purchase both tiered upgrades for 200 and 400 Robux respectively. Basic aspects of the game are locked behind egregious paywalls and long grinds. You obviously don't need any of this to experience the game, but it's set up to entice the average player into spending money, as the character you start off with is incredibly boring by design. Why play as the intern? Only gets 10 extra sanity at the beginning of the round, when you can spend 13 real-world dollars to play as the secret agent, who does everything the intern can do, but also gives you a gun and a scanner, bypassing the entire gameplay loop. Within the first minute of the game, it is already trying to get you to spend money. On actually starting the game, the screen goes black and text appears on screen. Reading, work at the hospital until you find out what's really happening. For pretty much the entire game, this is the entire story. We will come back to this later, so just keep that in mind. The game takes place in the eponymous animal hospital, owned by the Animal Corporation, not too dissimilar to the real-life human hospital owned by the Human Corporation. The rounds take place over the course of multiple
Wait,
shifts.
what?
The Animal Hospital, owned by the Animal Corporation, not too dissimilar to the real-life human hospital owned by the Human Corporation. The rounds take place over the course of multiple shifts.
Different?
Patients arrive,
Oh my
you check
God.
them in, follow them to one of 5 rooms on the right side of the map. Take a DNA sample, scan it using what I can only assume is a microwave oven. Click a small monitor, and give the patient items correlating to their condition. If they have dry eyes, they need eye drops. If they have a stomach ache, give them herbs. If they have the flu, they need cough medicine. If they're Canadian, they need maple syrup. That sounds fine, right? This video was probably just made to cause a reaction, and that's it. There shouldn't be anything wrong. What fucking brings a person to make you this shit, bro? Despite me wording it the way I did, what you actually do is press E to check them in, press E to take a photo, press E to confirm using a computer, press E to print them a name tag, press E to give them the name tag, wait for them to slowly walk into a room, then press E to take a sample, press E to scan the sample, wait for it to load, then look at what the patient needs, find the items, press E to pick them up, press E to give them the treatment, then wait for them to recover. It's insultingly simple.
Well,
Most of the
there
hospitality
is
elements
more,
in the game are either pressing the same button 9 times at minimum or waiting to press the button. Also, the assets used to be made with AI. The only change came once people caught on. Pretty strange, huh? Just thought I should mention that. This is not the only type of treatment patients require. The other half of the hospital consists of 3 different spectrum rooms with unique gameplay mechanics. Room 6 is Simon Says. A small monitor attached to 6 buttons plays a short sequence of colors that you must replay back, allowing you to scan the patient. Room 7 is a small minigame involving a heart monitor. You plug the patient up to an IV drip, start the machine, and check their heart, requiring you to play OSU while avoiding other circles with the image of a skull. Once it reaches 100%, you can treat the patient. Room 8 is where you perform actual surgery. You put the patient under and follow the directions on screen under a short time limit. Both Room 8 and Rooms 1 through 5 allow you to accidentally kill the patient by giving them wrong items, or in Room 8's case, run out of time. If you mess up, the consequences are immediate and very threatening. However, for some reason, despite being 2 out of the 3 unique treatments, 6 and 7
Oh my.
let you kill the patient. Simon Says in the heart monitor let you fail as many times as you want, despite the icon of a skull being present. The game will never punish you for messing either of these 2 minigames up, but everything else will make the patient die instantly if you make a single mistake. It's a very odd design choice, but I'm probably just nitpicking. It's definitely strange, but not game-breaking. What is game-breaking is the general flaw. Animal Hospital is a game designed around monotony, and it is awful. I understand why it's tedious. Working the night shift at a hospital, you're supposed to do the same thing for hours at a time. But just because it makes sense does not mean it's well made. The mechanics on display are extremely boring. Most of the game is centered around one fucking button, with the occasional click of the mouse. The animals also never get tired of waiting. You cannot miss out on a patient by taking too long to check them in. I sat there for a solid 3 minutes waiting for them to leave, and they just didn't. They kept ringing the bell and looping the same dialogue until I did something. The patients don't leave either. You can take as much time as humanly possible, and nothing will change. It is the idea of a time limit with no consequence. The patients move incredibly slow on purpose to pad out the runtime, and to validate the existence of upgrades meant to speed up the NPCs. The only upgrade that changes the game up at all is one that adds a second check-in window. Every other upgrade just speeds up the time you spend waiting by a set amount. Also, if you get unlucky and are stuck with 3 unpleasant items, you can always reroll the shop with a small amount of Robux as to be expected. The tedium of this game is what ruins the experience for me. I work the grill at McDonald's on the weekends as an excuse to do something besides work on videos. It is extremely repetitive, but it's very fun, because despite the repetition, it's not tedious. I enjoy the act of doing one one thing for hours at a time. It's my job. If there's a reason to do it and it's actively engaging, I love it. I like following a formula. It's something that makes my primal lizard brain happy. The issue with this game's loop for me is not the repetition. It is the tedium. It's the waiting for things to happen. It is the same button input for hours at a time. The game feels like it's actively fucking with me as I attempt to engage with it. But this is just one half of the gameplay. What happens when you check in a real patient? The full name of the game is Animal Hospital Brackets Anomaly. So what does that mean? The health system in Animal Hospital takes the form of a sanity. As the night goes on, your sanity passively decreases by 1 point every so often. If you are hurt by any anomaly in the game, you lose a certain amount of sanity. Reaching 0 makes you die. So, in order to stop that from happening, you have to drink coffee found in the office. Each cup can be drinking 3 times for 5 sanity each. Once you grab a cup, the machine goes on cooldown for a little over 2 minutes. I think this works fine. Games need a health system in some form, and this does its job well. However, some enemies that the game throws at you are functionally impossible to dodge. Anomalies in this game take the form of 2 main categories: agents and events. Occasionally, anomalies referred to as mimics will attempt to track into the hospital. If you let them in, they will act normally until you treat them. Once you do so, they will become active and attempt to make their way towards the nearest patient in an attempt to eat them whole. If they try to do this, you just have to hold E on them until they stop. If there is no patient, they will attack you, causing you to lose sanity. In order to defend yourself, you must hold E until the game tells you to stop. If you don't want to waste sanity, the game gives you a taser that lets you chalk anomalies away on a cooldown. This is what happens when they get in. How do you tell what's an anomaly and what isn't? Fucking sucks, dude. It is extremely easy to tell who is a threat and who isn't. The game gives you both a photo camera and a camera system to check the patients. If they do something weird on the camera, they are a mimic. If the photo looks weird, they are a mimic. If their face is comically bad in an attempt to be scary, they are a mimic. If they are hunched over, they are a mimic. And if they are a mimic, all you have to do is shut the blinds and wait for them to leave. That is it. The game makes it as clear as possible what is and isn't a threat. It's not a challenge. It's just something. Along with these mimics is the window knocker. Towards the beginning of a run, a patient will show up, make its way to the right of the office, and slam their head against the window. This makes it so you can't close the blinds and make mimics leave. You can either go up to it and tell it to leave, losing 20 sanity in the process, or you can give it coffee, losing out on a precious resource but negating the sanity loss. This seems fine enough. It's an extra challenge you have to deal with. Do you lower your sanity, making it so you can defend against later threats? Or do you take the chance with the patients and risk admitting an anomaly? But you want to know the best part? If you don't give the window knocker coffee or tell them to leave, they crack open the window and never show up again. Cracking the window is purely cosmetic. It does not affect the gameplay in any way. It does nothing. If you try to engage with the gameplay and ask it to leave, you lose something important. And if you leave it alone and do nothing, you are not punished. The window knocker is an element of the game that directly punishes you for trying to play it. The stalker randomly appears behind a corner and makes you lose 10 sanity after seeing it. It's meant to do this once you make eye contact, but if you see its face at all, it happens. The hiders show up against walls in both wings of the hospital. If they start running towards you, you just have to run away for around 5 seconds or until they disappear into a cloud, which happens to use the same effects from Minecraft. Speaking of which, this is unrelated to the gameplay. If you buy a tiered upgrade in the shop, it plays the Mario Star noise. Sometimes patients will shit out green slime and you have to clean it. Press E to win. There's a camera monster that jump scares you, but I barely got it because you only have to use 1, maybe 2 cameras and you can just turn them off if it shows up. Slimebert never showed up for me. Ghosts can appear after either a patient dies or you throw one of them in the trash can. The game never explains that this is how they appear, even after you encounter them for the first time. They are invisible unless you use the fire extinguisher. Built, but only if you bought the gun or the taser is off cooldown. Otherwise, they will float around, completely undetectable, opening doors, causing you to lose 2 sanity when walking by. To be honest, I don't hate the concept of the game. If this concept was done right, I would love it. I would think of it in high regard. But it's not done well. An interesting idea with poor gameplay is not enough to make a well-made or even functioning game. But it is enough to cultivate a fandom. If this is all the game has to offer, how on earth did it get so popular? What am I missing? Do you know who Quell is?
Oh my god, no. Why did you throw it? Oh my god.
Back in January of 2024 by the company Bloodcrumb Studio. I've talked about my love for this game before in a now unlisted video that will be linked down below. But the general idea is that this game is a part of the Delver genre. The draw of this game in specific are the characters, or toons as they are called, living cartoons made in the image of a now cancelled television
I
show.
feel like
This video
even if Danny's World didn't go into controversy, I still think the Animal Hospital would still have gone popular anyway. Most likely because of like the TikTok memes. And how slop the game is.
Centered around Dandy's World, so I'm keeping my discussion of the gameplay and overall story to a minimum, as that is not the purpose of me bringing this up. At the time of this video's release, boycott has been going on for the last few weeks, centered around the actions of the main figurehead and creator of this game, Quelver. For the sake of the victims involved, I will not go into detail. But because of the severity of it, and because she's the owner of a widely popular game, people decided the best course of action was to boycott, stop playing the game, and engaging with it entirely. Now, I need to make this as clear as I possibly can. With what I am about to say, please listen to all of it before jumping the gun. A boycott is a very personal thing. It's a way for someone to express their own dislike or disdain for a corporation or individual. A way to object without fear of litigation. You show your own personal belief and opinion by going against the grain and protesting. I think boycotting is something beautiful. It's one of the only real examples of free speech on a grander scale. This is on a case-by-case basis, but if people were not allowed to express themselves without fear of danger, the idea of a boycott would not exist. It's meant to be a way for an individual to act out. Notice the wording, an individual. In order to boycott, a person, and that person alone, must come to the conclusion that they should not interact, fund, or give engagement to a piece of work or a company. If someone is strong-armed into a bandwagon, they force a boycott because others told them for not. That is not a boycott. That is harassment.
Yeah.
Against people choosing to boycott a game for reasons they believe. But I do have an issue with people forcing others to join in on the boycott because they would face group shunning if not. I am not defending the actions of someone I don't know. I think Quell should be criticized heavily for the way she has acted and the people she has affected. Do not twist my words. I think action needed to be taken, but I feel like some people are missing the forest for the trees. The game isn't run solely by Quell. It's a game made by a company of many people, all of which need to be paid, all of which do not speak for the actions of one person. The people playing the game are not Quell. They are playing a game they like, and they should be allowed to play it. If they want to boycott, they can. If they don't, that should be okay. A boycott is a personal decision. It is by definition voluntary. Andy's World is not Quell. It's
Hey,
a
I
game
thought we were
made
talking
by
about Animal
Quell, but
Hospital.
that's all it is. A product that came
Whoa,
from the mind of a person. Now, this video is me throwing a stone at a glass house. I am a fan of Dandy's World. I've been one for a while now. Am I being critical of Animal Hospital for doing the same thing as a game I adore? I'm being a major hypocrite, but that is an issue in perspective. I don't think Dandy's World is a perfect game. My main grievance with it is the exact same issue I have with Animal Hospital, the lack of game. I enjoy the gameplay loop for what it is, but I would prefer if it had more substance. It's the outline of an idea with nothing done to color in the meat. I do come to Danny's World for the characters, but I stay because of the gameplay. Even as it is now, I would still say it has more mechanical depth than any aspect of Animal Hospital. It might just be Dead by Daylight, but for children and age regressors, but it still works and feels engaging. The machines you have to complete may just be the generators from Dead by Daylight, complete with the occasional skill check, but it still works. In Animal Hospital, you check a camera or a photo and press the button to shut the blinds. If they're not a mimic. You press a button to press a button to press a button to press a button to wait for them to walk into a room. To press a button to press a button to press a button to wait for what medical supplies the patient needs. Press a button to press a button to press a button to wait for them to recover to go back to the reception desk and repeat the process. Let's say it's technically more, and that would be true, but that is all it is. Not difficult, not interesting, not something that requires a brain, just more. By the account of my own footage, you will never experience any difficulty. 1 to shift 20, the gameplay is the same, just more. In comparison, by just the 20-minute mark, Andy's world is challenging. Every floor gets progressively harder, until you hit a difficulty spike that will mean the death of your team if they are well prepared. I know for certain a lot of the issues I have with Animal Hospital stem from this game not being made for me. I'm 20 years old. This game is way below my pay grade. The people that are into this game tend to be young adolescents looking for some idea of community. And although it's not a very good product objectively speaking, Animal Hospital works as a conduit for a fandom. They enjoy the monotony because they get something simple to stimulate their brain while interacting with their favorite characters. The tiny specks of lore are enough for them because they can come up with theories that fill in the gaps. Creativity and imagination are what drives a fandom forward. It happened with FNAF, and it continues to happen with every subsequent game popular with neurodivergent teenagers. And despite this game being for a younger, more community-driven generation, I still find the need to criticize it. Because something is played primarily by people who are younger does not mean it's okay to make something of subpar quality. I loved Season 1 of SpongeBob when I was a kid, and I still do now, because it treats the viewer like an actual person. It doesn't hold your hand and make you feel like a drooling, mindless infant. Animal Hospital does. I know it might be odd to compare a television show to a video game made for playing, but the members of the fandom surrounding Animal Hospital do so because of the characters. The community of Animal Hospital engage with the game as if they are watching a cartoon like SpongeBob. While making this video, I sent out a public survey to my community tab, asking the fans of this game what exactly about Animal Hospital did they find interesting. And the response?
The characters.
Was pretty much exactly what I already thought.
The characters. The
design of the game reminding you when you did the 64 video game of GameCube. The game itself isn't that appealing, but at least tries to do something with the weaknesses it has. What drew me in at first was all the videos made of the game. The reason I kept playing, even with the boring gameplay, is the visuals as I find the designs appealing. The character design for me is just more mascot horror designs that don't really change anything other than the fact that it's like Animal Crossing. I feel like a lot of people only play these kinds of games with the characters themselves versus the gameplay. I like Animal Hospital because of Rafty. It's so cool. And what else? Oh yeah, the classes with no personality or gender or anything, which allows the player to theorize and make headcanons or voice claims for these classes.
People like Animal Hospital because it's something to do in a call with friends, and the vague hints of a story leaves them invested. The actual fans of the game don't like the gameplay. The only positive people have come from the multiplayer aspect. Apparently, this game is meant to be played with friends. I mean, that makes sense. The game does allow up to 4 people per round. My disinterest in the gameplay might just be because I played it alone. So, okay, I'll buy it. This is what happened.
Yeah, if you beat the game, RFK shows up and he like congratulates you on the game.
It's just not even fucking words. You shut the blinds and then they run away. See? Okay, now do you think this guy's an anomaly?
Let me see.
Bro, why? What the fuck? What's the point of stalker if I look away and I still think, oh, you were the one that did that? Bro, I'm the fucking nurse. I should be doing my job.
Oh, he's looking up.
Hi. He's fine. Man. It's gonna be better if it just played music in my ears. Monster!
Can you include this sound effect on your video every time you like curse?
No. Thinking of you, thinking of past you.
Dude, this game is a fucking.
You already said it. It doesn't gonna work. Skibbity thunder, thunder, thunder. What if she died tomorrow? I'd be happy. Make sure to use the photo and cameras. Stay alert. I will unlock the taser. This guy never says anything useful. Get this over with. I want to play fun. Sam, please.
Let him in.
Fucking sucks, dude. This is literally the best game I've ever played.
Is it the horror game that saved Roblox Donuts? Oh yeah, what happened to his video?
We paid Sam to walk around and be eye
Ruined anything in this game is fucking eye candy.
This can give me wonder, shopping a lot now.
I think they're both good. Yeah, it's fun. Somebody contacted me and asked if they wanted to play Animal Hospital. I would fucking block them. If it wasn't you for your fucking job, I would block them.
We were having fun. Did that fun come from the actual game? Were we having fun because we were hanging out in a Discord call? Was our enjoyment based on the experience or the supplementary material? Over the course of our time playing, you can hear everyone slowly get more tired and exhausted and bored at everything going on.
She's a lover, she's a toilet.
Ano to? What? Oh, my back.
Just put him in the fucking trash. Just kill him.
The outside influence was not enough to make it interesting in any capacity. The intrigue and spectacle of the idea of being in a hospital wore off before the third shift began. We gotta spend our time doing anything else. But instead we're working a 9 to 5 for no other reason besides getting footage so I can talk about how much I fucking hate it. The only thing keeping us alive was Monami the Smiling Fool making Skibbity Toilet song parodies for the enjoyment of no one but himself. As soon as we left the game, we all got high and jumped on Funhouse as a palate cleanser because it was so bad it physically hurt.
I only played Sprout, so it's okay. I only play the characters I self-ship with.
Go play Funhouse. Go play a very, very fucking good game. Go play it. Go play it now. Go play it. I lied to you. That's not the next video. I talk about Funhouse now. I'm the Funhouse guy. Situations like this leave me incredibly confused. If I did everything I was meant to and played the game the way it was meant to be played, and the experience was the exact same, then what am I missing? If the fans, by their own admission, do not enjoy the gameplay, but then get mad when others don't like the game because it's bad, what the fuck are we doing? Regardless of my own experience, the idea that a game with multiplayer functionality should only be fun while engaging with that aspect is an archaic one that should be abolished. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think if your multiplayer game can also be played solo, the single-player experience should still be enjoyable. Walk is a game that cannot be played alone, as the entire point of its contents is to spend time with your friends. The game is not meant to be played by yourself, because that was never the point of making the game. Animal Hospital can be played alone or with other people, but apparently the only good part of the game comes from something that is optional by design. I don't think you should cater to a group that isn't your core audience, but you shouldn't ignore them entirely. Lethal Company has been created and designed to be a multiplayer experience, but playing it alone is functionally identical at its bare essentials. You're still going through abandoned factories on distant moons for scrap. Danger is still prevalent. The horror and ambiance still exist. And the most important part, the gameplay is still fun. If you decide to play with other people, the experience itself does not change. Rather, it is heightened. You do the same things as you do in solo runs, but now proximity chat is a thing. By playing with other people, you provide a much-needed reprieve to a game that is otherwise very isolated. Animal Hospital is a game with an extremely basic gameplay loop that is exceptionally boring if you're playing it alone, and still boring if you're playing it with other people. The only difference is instead of focusing on the issues the game has, you're distracted by who you are playing with. The enjoyment you may get from this game comes from something you would find enjoyment in regardless. How high quality the game may or may not be does not matter, because most of the people that play Animal Hospital are not playing it for the gameplay. They are playing it for the characters. Boycotts surrounding Danny's World, the fans surrounding the game were left without an outlet to express their love. They weren't allowed to play the game because it was problematic medias. They weren't allowed to post art about the game because it was problematic medias. They weren't allowed to like the idea because it was problematic medias. So, these people jumped ship, and Animal Hospital was ready to catch them and reap the rewards of something it had not yet earned. Fandom just moved on to something new, without any regard for what they might be playing. It's not about the game. It was never about the game. It's about filling a hole left by another property. With Danny's World, I can understand why people's enjoyment lied heavily in the cast. That's the point. These are living cartoon characters with distinct personalities and goals. The gameplay still matters. You can't get the full experience by just reading about it, but it is possible to be a fan of the story without being a fan of the game. In comparison, the cast of Animal Hospital are so devoid of personality. Their identity begins and ends at their occupation. I find this dissonance incredibly strange. The way the fandom acts would have you believe the cast have more depth than they actually do. And because a lot of these people are leftovers on the Danny's World fandom, the way they act in regards to this game feels like they are trying to recapture the magic of the grounds they used to roam. The same infighting happens, the same shipping discourse occurs, but now it's even more absurd because the characters they are fighting about are based on models of no discernible personality. Shrimpo is a one-note bully whose only personality trait is anger, because that's the entire point of his character. He's a side character from a cartoon whose only purpose was to be the antagonist. Shrimpo is a living creature based on a fake idea with one purpose, so everything he says and does is wrapped in childish rage. And even though he seems like a one-note bully, through the subtext given by playing the game and the various interactions, you can infer that Shrimpo is a deeply troubled individual who acts the way he does because he doesn't know anything better. He is a being capable of sympathy and understanding, but he hides behind his show persona because he doesn't know how and was never designed to be anything else. The fandom took this idea and created their own versions and headcanons for Shrimpo as a character. Think about the birthday animation made by Leave the Dog Alone, because I enjoy the way he is characterized in that short. A person that wants to show their love and admiration for the people they find close. They don't know how to express it because of the walls and anger they have built up. Something of this caliber would not be possible if the game did not give the necessary reading material. Danny's World showed just enough character and backstory to make Shrimpo a compelling character. The fans took it upon themselves to make their own interpretations and expansions upon what he is. When these same fans try to do the same thing with Animal Hospital, it does not work. Fight about shipping characters together that shouldn't be shipped, despite the classes having no gender or sexual identity. We fight about mischaracterization when there is no character to mischaracterize. We make wild headcanons and theories that come out of nowhere because there isn't a solid outline for what is and isn't allowed. There's a popular theory that the intern is actually an anomaly because their face is different and nothing else. Not by what they do, because they don't. Not by the way they speak, because they don't. Not because of their personality, because they don't have one. For Danny's World, it makes sense why people have come up with pages of personal headcanons, because everything is connected to everyone. You could go on long tangents about Cosmo, or Batsy, or Tisha, or Goo, or Blot, or Waxwell. But can you say the same for the secretary, or the nurse, or the security guard, or the intern, or the surgeon? No, not really. None of the classes get a semblance of character. World has this in spades, but Animal Hospital does not have this at all, which leads to the fandom trying to paint a picture with crayons. But this is just the case for the characters. Despite how often the answers to the survey mention the story, my time searching the fandom led me to no clear answer as to what the plot is meant to be. If this is how the community treats straw men with no identity, what even is the plot? The story of this game is essentially an infection at you with the narrative incompetence of finance and Freddy's. The constant need to spoon feed info as slow as possible for the sole purpose of keeping people's intrigue without ever committing to the story. As long as it works, players will never be let in on the secret. They will be stuck listening to characters about exposition about what might be, but never what is. Ron from accounting mentions how the anomalies are actually infected animals, but you never know what that infection is. This gives you a camera that you use to see how the infection progresses, but you never know what that infection is. Dr. Harlow talks about a vague event the animal corporation saved him from, and that the corporation's research will stop the infection, but you never get any insight on what that event was or what the infection is. The Animal Corporation is mentioned multiple times, but you don't get any deeper knowledge about what they actually do. Every other dialogue option can be summed up as they are doing something, and that something might be bad. Matthew says that the characters of Black Suitcases are hiding secrets and can't be trusted. Does that mean anything? No. You'll consume themes and such and be a happy little pig. Barney shows up and asks for coffee and a scalpel and shows you he's actually an evil fucked up anomaly that kills people. The police shows up and asks you if you've seen him and gives you the option to turn him in, and if you look behind you, he's turned into a fucking game.